The case involving JSD supply and the ATF that we talked about last week, video floating above, just kicked into high gear last night, and I want to tell you all about it. The sponsor of today's video is the Sonoran Desert Institute. I know a lot of you out there like to repair and modify your own guns. If you're looking for a way to take your hobby to the next level, Sonoran Desert Institute can help. The online programs at SDI cover armorers courses, gunsmithing, ballistics, woodworking and finishes, shooting sports management, and more. Plus, tools and materials are shipped to your door for hands-on practice. It's never been a better time to get an education that you can actually use on the job, so what are you waiting for? For more information, visit sdi.edu or call the number on your screen, and a link is down below in the description, as well as the pinned comment to make it easy for you. And thank you to Sonoran Desert Institute for sponsoring this video. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. This is where you're going to get Second Amendment news on a daily basis, and I'm going to have two for you today because there's a bunch of stuff going off. But the first one I wanted to bring to your attention was last night, the attorneys representing JSD Supply have filed lawsuit against the ATF. Now, if you didn't watch the video I did about what happened with JSD Supply last Thursday, I believe it was, they were served a cease and desist order from the ATF because they sell parts. They don't sell firearms. But the ATF claimed, and I posted that, I'll put it here on the screen again, I posted that cease and desist letter. The ATF says that because they sell these parts, and they also sell jigs, that if someone were to buy a part and then at another time, months down the road, didn't matter, time was irrelevant, bought another part, would allow them to complete said kit at their own discretion and time, sometime in the future, then they're selling firearms, and thus they would need an FFL, do background checks, and all the crazy stuff that goes with it. Crazy, like crazy. So, Rob Olson, who is a fantastic attorney, he got a hold of me last night and told me that they had just filed this lawsuit. I didn't do a video last night because I was at a baseball game. By the time I got back, no one would want to watch a video at midnight. Rob Olson filed suit along with assistance from Gun Owners of America, and they are suing the ATF. Now, this lawsuit was filed yesterday. They're hoping it's taken up first thing this coming week here in a couple days. And they hope that by the midweek, end week, they have the correct decision made by the court, and that is that the ATF does not have the ability to create law, which they're clearly doing here. And this decision would allow JSD Supply to go back to business as usual because none of the items in their inventory, none of the things that they sell are regulated by the Gun Control Act. Now, I did go through some of the lawsuit last night, the filing, and I'm going to show you a couple things here on the screen. First of all, the cease and desist ordered JSD Supply to take three separate actions, and you can see them here. First, it ordered JSD to cease and desist the sale of firearms without a license, which they don't do. They do not sell firearms. Second, it ordered them to cease and desist the sale of the full set of component parts necessary to produce or readily convert into a fully functioning firearm, whether in a single transaction or in multiple structured transactions. There you go. So time didn't matter. Amount of times people went to the store didn't matter. And third, it ordered them to immediately and fully comply and abide by all laws and regulations governing the sale of firearms, frames, and receivers. Now, there are a couple things that this lawsuit is alleging against the ATF, and then, I mean, it's because it's a lawsuit and it hasn't been determined, but this is exactly what the ATF is doing. And the first is that it's an arbitrary, capricious abuse of discretion not in accordance with law. We know ATF are not elected to Congress, and we know that they really wish they could be cool like that, but they don't have the ability to make law. Suck it. The second violation it's alleging is that the ATF is acting in excess of statutory jurisdiction or authority. And the third is because it's a violation of the right to keep and bear arms. The ATF doesn't get to make law curtailing our rights, our freedoms. They're not given to us by the ATF. Now, one good thing about this lawsuit that I love is that they're telling the Attorney Olson's telling the court, look, ATF for years, forever, has said that these items are not firearms, and you don't have to believe us. We'll prove it to you. And they supply letter after letter after letter of the ATF telling people, nope, that is not a firearm. Nope, an 80% receiver is not a firearm because this hasn't been done. This hasn't been done. But all of a sudden, because Joe Biden had a hair across his wrinkly old elderly ass, now it's a problem. Can't change law overnight. Congress did not change the law. Therefore, no go. Now this is going to be an expensive process for JSD Supply, obviously. And if you would like to help out with the legal fees, there has been a Give, Send, Go set up by John Crump for specifically for the Legal Defense Fund of JSD Supply, and I was told anything that is in excess of what they need to spend, the remainder will be donated to a 2A rights organization. More details when that comes to fruition, but the link is, and I don't know if I can put it down below, but it's givesendgo.com/JSD. If you want to help out and you can donate, that's where you can do it. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. I just wanted to bring this to the forefront of everybody because this is important. What is going on right now with the ATF in several areas, their tentacles are stretching everywhere right now, is obviously a violation of the Second Amendment, a violation of our rights. They don't get to do it, but Congress isn't stepping up to stop them. So unfortunately, it's going to be the lawsuits that are going to slap their wrists at this point in time. And we also have another decision from the ATF, another rule coming down shortly, don't forget. And that's the pistol brace rule. So let's not put this stuff on the back burner. Keep this on the forefront. You should be reaching out to your senators, your congressmen and women, and telling them to stop the overreach of the ATF, especially those of you who have ones that actually are pro-rights, pro-Second Amendment, pro-Constitution. They don't necessarily have to be pro-gun, because this is a freedom issue. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a gun. Keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe, because that's what the Second Amendment is for. Doesn't matter what the ATF thinks. It was there before them, and it will be there after them. Take care.